Should we dream about the dream teams at the Olympics? We'll take a look. Danny, now the professionals can play in the Olympics. Is it really a sport, or is it just a business dressed up as a sport?
I think it's both, Matthew. But I think you look at the golfers, for example, the top golfers in the world didn't show up, but most of the tennis players did. Djokovic did, Nadal did.
Federer did not.
Well, that was because of health, Matthew. He said he's taking off the rest of the season.
Yes, but I mean, go back to, okay, so tennis players, they more or less showed up, although the Williams sisters didn't show up. They got bounced pretty early. How come?
They didn't do well. Well, maybe Venus has not been in good health. Serena lost unexpectedly. Venus got to the mixed doubles finals. They lost in the doubles, but still they were there. And for those players who were used to staying in five-star hotels and are used to having chauffeurs around, to live in an Olympic village and not have those privileges, that's a real shock. And I think it's to their credit that they showed up.
Listen, they're in the dorms for about 3 nights. How about your beloved dream team, the basketball team? I know you'll say it's not the dream team. That was '92 in Barcelona. But the NBA All-Stars are on their own cruise ship, moored out there in the dirty water of Rio Harbor, yes?
Well, again, not all of the players showed up. Matthew, these are people making $20 million a year. Do you really want them to be in bunk beds in a college dormitory?
Have you ever been on a cruise ship? They're all bunk beds on the cruise ships. How is it possible, 20 guys on the squad plus Coach K, they have an entire cruise ship?
Well, I mean, Matthew, you have to give them some privileges. You can't, first of all, they have to wait in line to get a massage or to see a physio, where when they're back at home, they all have their private people taking care of them.
You saw a couple of your players made their way to a massage parlor of a different kind in Rio, and then when they got inside, professed astonishment that the services offered were more than kind of a rub down. How about the golf? Did you think the golf lived up to the reputation?
No, I think there hasn't been golf in years, Matthew. This was the first time, and the top players really weren't there. Justin Rose, wonderful win for him, but it was not a great golf course, and the best weren't there. But I do think it's important to have the sport there. It's a major sport. There's no reason it shouldn't be an Olympic sport. But again, it's a sport where people get used to having top golf courses as well as being treated as stars. So the excuses that they used, I think, were not good. And I do think it's something about representing your country, Matthew. If you look at Martina Hingis and Timea Brzezinski, the 2 Swiss women, they got only a silver medal, but they were crying. They were crying. They were so happy. And I think a lot of the people were sad, such as Djokovic was in tears when he lost. And I think there still are athletes who play for their country.
In some sports. Let's ask the question with swimming. Is Michael Phelps better than Mark Spitz? Did he achieve more in 1 Olympics than Phelps has in 3?
Well, I just think Phelps is amazing simply because he keeps going. He quit. He had some personal problems. He seems to have settled down. And he has, over 27, 28 medals? Matthew, that's just amazing.
That's a lot of medals.
That's a lot of medals.
And that's in 2,000 years, nobody's gotten more. So in your mind, the Olympics is the best athletes on the best stage.
I think it's the most sports that are represented. Weightlifting, you have field hockey, and it's a chance to see everyone together at the same time. And I think that's what makes it so unusual.
And for synchronized swimming, you'll reserve judgment. That's all the time we have this week on Money in Sports. I'm Matthew Stevenson.
I'm Danny Warner.